So my name is Archita and I'm a distinguished Toastmaster. So I have a little bit of more information about how this fraternity of Toastmasters works and functions. And that's exactly what I am here to tell you today about, right? Most of you may have joined Toastmasters about just a few weeks ago. So you're still very new to this entire idea, concept, and I would like to call it this entire world of Toastmasters. I would like to first of all welcome you and congratulate you on joining Toastmasters and thank you for being here. Along with that, I also would like some of you to, if possible, especially the newer members who are attending this orientation for the first time, to please switch on your webcams. I mean, members are always welcome, but I'd like to see the newer faces. Hello, Raghav. Thank you. Hi, Manu. How are you? Great.
Hi.
Hi, Jyoti. Hello, Shirsha. Hi, Smita. Some of you I've met in person meetings and some I've seen online meetings. Hi, Stuti.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
See you. Hello. Okay. Hello, Malur. Okay. Ma'am, would you like to rename yourself? I think your name is Deepak Agarwal.
No, I'm Shalini Agarwal. Hi.
Hi. So I'll just rename you to Shalini because I am very forgetful with names. Trust me. You might meet me and I'll be like, oh, hi, we've met before. How are you?
Not a problem at all.
And then I'd be like, what's your name?
No, it's okay. It's not a problem.
Thank you, Shalini. It's great to see you. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to not have the time to do everybody's introduction because I'd like to keep this short and efficient. But you're free to ask me any questions if you would like. And in the entire course of the orientation, please note that it's an interactive orientation. Hi, Shatoki. Nice to see you. And yes, good evening. It is a completely interactive session. So I don't want to be the only person talking. It's very boring. Okay. And it doesn't excite me at all. So let me begin with the first simple question that I have for you. Okay. And it could be anything. Anyone, I mean, okay. Who's the one Toastmaster who you saw in any meeting or who you interacted with, and that person kind of motivated you or inspired you, or you felt like, okay, now after speaking to this person, I think I should join Toastmasters. Shalini, can we start from you? I'll ask.
Yeah, sure. My inspiration was a school friend of mine who was tongue-tied, and I saw a video of her on Instagram. And she was just flowing like a river, so confident with her words. She's Preeti Jain from Bangalore.
Okay, Bangalore. Wonderful.
She's also an ERCP coach. She's taking a lot of classes also, and I think the Toastmaster meetings are helping her a lot.
Absolutely.
So yes. She was my main inspiration. Then I figured out, okay, we have one in our complex also, and Shruti. I knew Shruti. Shruti is a Toastmaster there.
Okay.
I thought, okay, let me do it.
Wonderful.
So a decade back, I was also on the stage talking a lot.
And
then I left all that and I'm at home. I'm looking after the house. So this platform really excited me.
Well,
and I thought, let me get back my confidence, regain this confidence to speak on the stage and share my views with everybody, and also listen to the other people. It's an interactive thing. Also, I can listen and learn and put forward my thoughts also.
Wonderful.
That's the whole idea.
That is very, very sweet. Thank you so much. I am a soft skills trainer by profession, and I'm currently working at Amazon. But when I joined Toastmasters 7 years ago, I had just started my career as a soft skills trainer. And believe me when I say Toastmasters has really enabled and helped me become a better version of myself. And the way that I communicate today, a lot of it goes to Toastmasters. So thanks. Vishal, one person that you thought was cool enough for you to join Toastmasters.
I'll name two if I'm allowed.
Please.
Tamanna and Shashwat.
Tamanna and Shashwat. Okay, I think one of them is here to acknowledge their name. Tamanna, that one's for you if you're hearing. And we'll communicate it to Shashwat. Okay. So thank you, Vishal.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shruti is like, mine was you. I'm like, heart. Thank you, Shruti. We go back to the point where I genuinely took a role play in Shruti's first meeting. And that day is very special to us. Rubina, hi. One person that
Hello, ma'am. The person that inspired me is the same which the answer came from Vishal. It's Tamanna and Shashwat.
Okay, wow. Thank you, Rubina.
Yes, thank you so much.
Anyone else would like to share? Anybody?
Yeah, actually, I would like to share.
Hi, Manu.
Yeah, hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I would also like to name two people. One is my brother, Jishnu. He's from Kerala. And the other is Adityan S. He's a VP in our college.
The Vice President of IMI Toastmasters Club, right?
Yeah.
Popularly known as Adi, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, the very same.
So I knew his full name when I went to the club.
Yes.
And then everybody was like, Adi is doing this. And I'm like, who's Adi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Manu.
No worries.
Okay. Thank you everyone for sharing your answers. Let's dive straight. Yes. Cheers for Tamanna, Shashwat and Adityan. I will convey it to them personally. Let us start. I'm going to quickly share my screen and I need you to just confirm if you are able to see it. So give me 1 minute. I've started screen sharing. Let me know if you can see it.
We can see it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, it's visible.
Fantastic. This is just a protocol. So I'll just give you 30 seconds to read this. Can we move ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, moving forward, when I talk about Toastmasters International, welcome to the new orientation, of course. We are going to talk about the myth busters, okay? The meeting roles and their relevance in our lives. Pathways project. I'm going to take you through the Pathways project and how does it work and function. Beyond the speeches and meeting roles, that is leadership, something that truly excites me. And today is one of the main reasons I'm in Toastmasters. The leadership role that I'm taking right now and I am playing it is the Division Director of District 124. I'm the Division Director of Division H. And I'm working with a team of fantastic area directors. That is Area Director Toastmaster Shruti Srivastav, Area Director Toastmaster Gurpreet Singh, and Area Director Toastmaster Samriddhi Santoria. And we have fantastic area directors of Division J. Our Division J director is Toastmaster Krishnesh Nayak. The Division J area directors are Area Director Toastmaster Shashwat and the Area Directors Toastmaster Vishwaraj and Tamogno. So I'll tell you what these terms mean. What do you mean when you say an area director or a division director? And how does it work and function? And how can you maximize the opportunity of being a Toastmaster in your life? Let's start with the myths. The first myth that people have or that they believe in is, I don't need Toastmasters because I've been giving presentations for years. Okay. I have delivered more PowerPoint presentations than any human being on the earth. Right? And therefore, I don't need Toastmasters. The honest answer is, even if you were making a mistake, most of the time, there are two categories of people. Okay. What happens is, suppose I'm giving a presentation and for years, I have been making a pronunciation mistake. For years, I've been making a grammatical error. For years, my style of presentation is really boring. And there are going to be two categories of people. Category one, People who are happy you are making errors. They'll be like, yes, one less competition. And category 2, why should I tell them? Okay. Why should I be bothered? I mean, they're not my team members. I don't have anything to do with them. I'm just listening to them. Yeah. But at Toastmasters, that's not what happens. Okay. We do not tell you something negative in a manner that might hurt you. We tell you that, okay, see, this is where there is a scope for improvement. And let me tell you how you can improve on this. Okay. So even if you're a fantastic presenter, believe me when I say that you can be better. The biggest room of improvement, room in the world is the room of improvement. Like I've heard many wise people say, so I'm just repeating that. I don't need Toastmasters because I don't go on stage. Okay, a lot of people think that I'm not a stand-up comedian. I'm not a trainer. Okay, I don't have to make presentations every single day. So I have a question for you. How many of you here, okay, I'm sure you converse with a lot of people every day. Okay, how many of you can just raise your hand if your answer is yes, wish you were better at conversations? Anything, every day. Family conversations or bargaining conversations or just conversations in general. Okay. I see a couple of raised hands. I still feel I can be better at so many conversations. Bargaining always. I know. Okay. So yes, we want to be better at these conversations. And Toastmasters gives us that platform to be able to be better at so many conversations. You meet people, you get to converse with them, and they give you an opportunity to come on stage and talk, and that improves your confidence, thereby helping you to become better at conversations. I'm not smart enough, I'll be embarrassed and I can't think of anything to talk about. Okay, this is exactly what you're here to change. All right, if you feel that you can't think of anything to talk about, believe me when I say there is a section in Toastmasters called table topic section, which is impromptu thinking on your feet and speaking. And that has helped me become so much better with my fluency and speaking than I ever did in school. Okay. So if you feel that you can't think of things to speak about, this is the right place for you to be in. Okay, a lot of people think I'm not smart enough, and I just think that that's a myth because everybody's smart in their own ways. You just need to be more confident, and that's the simple, honest answer coming from a soft skills trainer. I'm not lying about this. I refuse to admit with all honesty that anybody on, except for certain unfortunate cases, which have their own biological reasons, okay, I do not believe that there is anybody who is unsmart. People are just either they don't have enough knowledge or they lack confidence. It's just that. It's either of the two. Nobody is unsmart. Okay. Let me take you to the next myth, which says other Toastmaster members are already good speakers. I'd be nervous. Well, that can happen. I'm not denying it. Okay. How many of you have participated or seen a Toastmasters meeting where you felt like, damn, this person is so good? Anybody? In the chat, you can also write yes. Yeah. Okay. And did you have the feeling that said that, okay, this person is so good, I can't ever be this way? I mean, I wouldn't be able. Or was it, I also want to speak this way? Yes, I see Shalini nodding her head. Yes, I want to speak like that. Okay, Anurag, any person that you would like to speak like?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to say Joe Rao, the president from City of Joy. I really admire him because I have heard him. He's fluent. I mean, just like a river, as you said, he flows like a river. I just want to be like that. That's it.
Joe has so much of empathy, okay, and he has so much of affection when he's even doing an evaluation. I truly look up to that. Okay. Thank you, Samriddhi. I am sure we'll work on you speaking exactly like me Then we'll run around as Toastmaster twin sisters. Anyway, thanks. And Krish is sending a heart to Joe. Okay, that heart was not for me, guys. Krish and me don't exchange hearts anymore. He's only exchanging hearts with his area director. Director, by the way. Okay. Jokes aside, let's go to the next part, which talks about you must attend meeting every week. Honestly, in a busy life like that, I don't think it's possible. But here's something superbly interesting that has come up, okay, that I did not know initially when I joined. How many of you know that you are not limited to attending meetings of just your club? Do you know that? Yes? Okay. Can I request somebody to answer? Shatuki? Hi.
Yeah, hi ma'am.
So if I'm a Toastmaster, can I only attend meetings of my club?
No, I think we are allowed to attend meeting anywhere across the world. For any,
Maybe only my city, only my country.
No.
I think throughout the world.
Throughout the world, globally.
Of the world, globally. There are meetings that are happening online all across the globe, and you're free to attend any of them. So my club meets, I'm telling you my personal experience at the moment, okay? I have just taken an hour off from work. I told my manager, reporting manager, that I just need this 1 hour. There's something that I need to take care of. And she said, fair enough, because my working hours are according to the UK and NA timings, North America timings. So I work from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. I'm a nocturnal animal. So when that happens, I don't get to go to my own club meeting, which meets every week on Friday, 7 p.m. Okay, but I have the weekends off and I get to go to the meetings of other clubs. I was at IMI this Saturday. Okay, and I take the time out to visit other clubs which are on weekends or clubs that have a morning timing. And if there's a club that is meeting online, I definitely make it a point to be there, because then I can participate and have fun. So imagine, just by being a member of one club, you have access of attending all the clubs globally. And that, I think, is a fantastic networking opportunity in corporate terms. Okay, let's go ahead with the next part of it. Toastmasters is very time consuming and I may not have the time. This, I think, is honestly something that you tell yourself for everything. Whether it is working out, whether it is probably reading a book, learning a new skill like music, okay, you just tell yourself that I can't do this because I don't have time. But the truth is, you can definitely do everything under the sun as long as you are willing to make time for it. Okay. Shruti is becoming like the school principal. It's okay, Shruti. People can have their hands up. No worries. Let me tell you the meeting roles and structure and significance. In a meeting role, we have the Toastmaster of the day, who is the meeting's host and anchor. Okay. We have the table topic master, someone who gives topics for you to speak at an impromptu session. Okay. We then have the table topic speakers, okay, who come one by one, get a topic and then speak. We have prepared speakers, usually 3, and there are 3 evaluators. Okay, I'm sorry. And then you have someone called a general evaluator. So let me take you through a Toastmasters meeting in 1 minute. Okay, here's how it goes. The sergeant at arms of any club, who is the opening officer of the club, opens the meeting by welcoming everyone and putting down the basic rules, which are parliamentary norms in a meeting. For example, in any Toastmaster meetings globally, we are not allowed, globally as in every Toastmaster meeting has to follow this, we are not allowed to speak about sex, religion, and politics in a derogatory manner. Okay, that's a global rule that we follow. All right. So that is extremely important to remember. Next comes the president of a club, who usually does the opening address. After which we have someone who's the anchor of the day, also known as the Toastmaster of the day, who will transition you through the 3 different sections of a Toastmasters meeting, which are prepared speech section, table topic section, general evaluation section. Then comes up the general evaluator who will introduce his team of role players. Now, here's the brilliant part that I absolutely love about a Toastmasters meeting. I have someone who is counting the number of fillers that I use, known as the, what do we call that person?
Our counter.
Our counter. Okay, I didn't know the number of hours well, so you know that I was using before I became a Toastmaster. Okay, I'm like, yeah, that's how I talk, you know. I mean, to be very honest. Well, so, and then suddenly this person comes on stage and they're like, today Toastmaster Archita has used 25 bells and 45 so's in a speech of 7 minutes. And I'm like, okay, that hurt. Like that physically hurt me. Anyway, jokes aside, it was very, very embarrassing the first few meetings because I didn't even know I was doing it. Right. So then the general evaluator comes with his role players. The timer will give you a track of time, which I need because I can keep talking for a very long duration. Then we have someone who's usually called the grammarian, who gives you a word of the day to use and also keeps a tab on your grammatical errors. Right. Then comes the prepared speech section where the speakers are mentored by distinguished Toastmasters or senior Toastmasters and deliver a prepared speech of 5 to 7 minutes and are evaluated by a person called evaluator, speech evaluator, who will give them feedback related to the speech in terms of areas that they've done well or commendations and areas of improvement or recommendations. Okay, so prepared speech section happens. And then we have the table topic session, which is my favorite, where you just get an impromptu topic and you just have to come and speak on it, whatever you want. In the beginning, I would just speak. There were times I spoke off topic, all the time, okay? And it was fun because after coming back, I would be like, yeah, I did not understand this topic. And it was so odd and weird and awkward. But then I gradually learned how to remember, because what would happen is I start on the topic and then I forget the topic in the first 30 seconds. And then I speak whatever comes to my mind. So gradually, by coming on table topics again and again, I was able to retain and remember that. After that, you have an evaluation session by the general evaluator who evaluates everything that every speaker who's come on stage. Okay. I hope this is clear. Any questions so far?
I wanted to ask about the word of the day. What exactly is it? Do we need to use it in the impromptu table discussion?
We have to use it.
No, could you please repeat? I'm sorry, your voice isn't clear.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, now you are. You wanted to ask me
Okay.
something about the word of the day.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. So regarding the word of the day, is it to be used in the table conversation, the impromptu conversation, or?
Okay, the word is introduced and whoever can use the word gets an applause or gets a thumbs up. And the more you use it, you have an incentive to use it, but it's not a mandate or compulsion. Okay, great. Thank you, Stuti. That was a very interesting question. Anyone else? Nope. All right. Welcome, Kamal and Ruksha. They are members of the division public relations team. Happy to have you guys here. Let's next move on to what we call delivering your pathways project in an optimal way. What is pathways? Let me tell you. Okay, a lot of people don't know what pathways is. Life is a series of table topics. Yes, I agree, Shruti. Life throws hurdles at you and you have no idea what to do with that. Okay, pathways. Very few people truly understand what pathways is. People who are not Toastmasters, that is, or new members. Let me tell you, look at it like a certification, a global or international certification in one particular skill set. Okay, just like how many of you have taken any course that which relate with topics like Microsoft Excel or Word or Adobe or whatever, You've done any Photoshop courses, right? A lot of you have a yoga course, a dance course. Yes. So you get certifications, right? That you're certified in this particular skill. And that is exactly that Toastmasters also does. It launches an educational path, which is supposed on dynamic leadership. Now, in order to complete that path, you have to deliver about 10 to 12 speeches and get those speeches evaluated. So at the end of 12 speeches, Toastmasters International will say that this particular speaker is now someone who can talk in, say, one of the parts is persuasive speaking. They can persuade people when they are talking, or dynamic leadership. Okay, so they speak like a leader, or humorous speaking, which is another part. So this person has a knack for humor and they can speak humorously. Or effective coaching. This person is someone who speaks like a coach, like a trainer. And then they give you certification, but at the end of the completion of those 12 speeches, some evaluations and some special projects, which could be like, say, delivering a longer speech of 20 minutes. Is it something that is easy? Honestly, I don't know. For a few people, it's challenging, but I look at it as very, very interesting to me because I love completing pathways. So far, I've done 3, right? And I want to start my 4th path very soon. So I feel that it's extremely important to get in touch with pathways and to be able to deliver speeches. Believe me, I know it's a lot of work, writing a speech, getting it mentored, practicing, delivering, but the satisfaction at the end of it is fantastic. And when you prepare and deliver one speech, you learn and you become so much more confident and fluent that it's really worth all the effort, with all honesty. So here's what you need to do for pathways. Okay. Before the project is delivered, discuss with the Vice President Education or your mentor and select a path. What do you want to achieve? How do you want to achieve it? Discuss with your mentor the project. Go through the document and read carefully the objectives. Okay. Read the survey, have a 360-degree evaluation idea, and continuously refer to the project document while you're writing your speech. Okay. If you can't meet someone in person, have a video call. That's okay. Today, if suppose Anurag is wanting to deliver a speech, or Shalini wants to deliver a speech, and they say, Archita, it's very difficult to meet, we're not being able to make time. I'd say, fair enough, let's do a video call, a Zoom call, or a Google Meet, and let me help you mentor your speech. Okay. When the project is in progress, make sure that you have background work done. For example, finding the right evaluator, which the VP Education will do. Share your evaluation sheet with the evaluator. Okay, you can tell your evaluator, for example, like when I am delivering a speech, there are times I want to work on specific skills. Okay, for example, there was a phase I was running where I was really wanting to work on my voice modulation. Okay, so every time I delivered a speech, I would incorporate some voice modulation, and I would tell my evaluator to look into voice modulation and give me a comment if I'm doing it right. Okay, you can always make that special request. It could be body language, it could be intonation, it could be grammatical accuracy, language accuracy, pronunciation and diction, whatever works for you. Okay, so that can easily be done. Next, let's quickly go ahead and look at after the project is completed, look at the evaluation. Discuss with your mentor, see the recording, and make sure to assess what you've done great, what you've improved on, and areas which still need work. Is that okay? This part, a lot of people miss. The speech is delivered, evaluation is given, yay, done, let's go home. Go home, but look at that sheet. If your evaluator has told you that your rate of speech is very high, you're speaking in a manner which is making very difficult for you to understand what you're saying. Work on it. right? People might actually find it very difficult to understand if you have the tendency to speak fast. If your evaluator tells you that you speak in a very boring fashion with zero expression on your face, and it becomes very difficult to make sure that you're engaged in the speech. Probably work on it. Sometimes a feedback is as simple as, could you smile a little more in your speech? Because I've seen that. People are delivering speeches with a completely straight poker face. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Archita, and I'm here today to share my journey with you. And I would like to talk to you. I'm like, why are you scaring me? What is so difficult in your... Yeah. Okay. And sometimes what happens, even more weird, is there is going to be one person in the audience all the time. This I can say with 100% confidence. Who's going to look at you like this? Like you've cracked a joke. You said something emotional. They have this expression which is, like ice. It's ice cold. And I get so distracted by that. But over a period of time, I've learned to work around it. Okay. And today when I see people like that, I'm like, no, let me focus on the ones that are actually looking at me or that are smiling when I deliver the speech. Those are my favorite kind of people. Okay. So thank you to everybody who's doing that right now. So far, do any of us have any questions? Hello, Meghna, welcome.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you.
Meghna is the Division H Public Relations Manager. And we also have Tamanna, who is the Division J Public Relations team. So hi, Tamanna and Meghna. Tamanna, I forgot to mention that when I talked about you. Any questions so far?
Nothing.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead. Do you have one? Shalini was saying something.
I said I don't have any question.
Okay, great. Then I'm moving forward, guys. If you feel like, you can also write on the chat box. I understand some of you may find it very difficult to unmute yourselves. Okay. So thank you. All right. Is my screen changing? Beyond the speeches and meeting roles, now this is very interesting, okay? I have been waiting for this part for such a long time. We have someone called a president, someone called a vice president education, a vice president membership, vice president public relations, secretary, treasurer, sergeant at arms, and the immediate past president. Now, in a club, this is called the executive committee. The committee or the team that is responsible for constantly organizing meetings week after week after week. Okay. So can anybody tell me, okay, let's make this fun. I'll give you 30 seconds. Okay. I want you to write on the chat box the name of the EC officers that you know. It's okay if you don't. But if you say know the name of the president, or if you know the name of the vice president education of your club, just write president hyphen this, or you can just write P hyphen this, VPE hyphen this. Okay. So let's see how many names you know. Okay. Rohanna, president. Anurag Jain, president. VPE Abhishek Mata, president. Joe Rao, yes. Sergeant at Arms Manojit. Okay. President Tamanna, president Joe. Sagar, president. That is Sagar Singha Roy, is it? Smita? Yes, probably.
Yes, it is Sagar Singh Roy, TMGTC.
Yes. I know him. We worked in the same team. Sergeant at Arms Shivam. Okay. Nice to see you guys actually know the names. Wow. President Tamanna. Okay. Tamanna is a very popular president. I can see that. President Vishal Dave. Okay, Vishal, it's nice to see Vishal's name. Who else? Who else? Come on. Kafi wo. Shruti is like kafi work, unlike us in the past. Yes, I joined my club, and the first week I was still trying to get. Okay, I would always call them, Sergeant at Arms. I would always forget the full form of SA. So someone would say, yes, SA is this person. What is SA? I don't know. So Treasurer Shashwat, Sergeant at Arms Harshit. Okay. Secretary Shruti. Okay. Fair. Wonderful. Thank you, guys. VP Adityan. Okay. Yes. Nice. I like the way that you guys actually know these people. Okay. That's fantastic. VP Education Orko. Yes, I met him very recently. So it was nice meeting that entire team. All right. VP Education Sunil. Yes. So what do all of these people do? Let me quickly tell you. The president is someone we'll come to later. Okay. Let me start with Vice President Education. The agenda of every week is the responsibility of Vice President Education. Vice President membership, like the name suggests, getting, adding, maintaining, taking care of the membership needs of the club, adding more members, making sure that all the members are completely satisfied with the club activities. And if a member has a particular concern, the Vice President membership takes care of it. Okay. Sorry, let me share my screen. I completely forgot. Vice President Public Relations, like the name suggests, to make sure that the PR activities of the club or the public relation activities of the club are on point. People get to know about the club meetings. People get to know when is it happening, who's taking up the role, and the club members get exposure along with having some interesting campaigns to have the members engaged. That is Vice President Public Relations. The Secretary is someone who has a very strict official role of maintenance of all the documents and all kinds of official activities related to Toastmasters International and the club. This person is a very strong bridge. The treasurer, like the name suggests, is someone who's looking into all the payments, all the finances, and it also is extremely important for the treasurer to take care of the money if the club has some funds. Sergeant at Arms, someone again who's looking after the logistics of the club, along with opening every meeting. And immediate past president is like the mentor, okay, who's guiding the club. Along with that, president is someone who's looking into all of this. Okay. Now, let's move ahead. So let's look at this. At the top of the pyramid, there is you. You're a member of the club. Okay. Ideally, we need minimum 3 clubs to make an area, and someone who is responsible for all the 3 clubs meeting their goals, the members being able to be satisfied with everything, and someone who looks after or guides these 3 clubs or 4 clubs is called an area.
Area director.
Area director. Correct. Okay, let's have a couple of area director names on the chat. Let's see if you know. Some people are smiling, which means they know the names.
I'm smiling because I don't know the name.
You don't know the name? You are like me, Shalini. Someone asked me area director. I said, I don't know. What is an area? So I didn't even know 2-3 clubs together is called an area.
So when I get back to my club meeting this weekend, I'll find out all.
Yes, definitely. Please find out. Area director Shashwat. Okay. Vishal is like, okay, I know one person. Fair enough. We have a couple of area directors in the meeting right here. Let me see if they are there. So area director Shruti, hi. Okay. Malar is like Shashwat, okay. I don't know where your area director is. I think he's busy in another meeting, Shashwat, apparently. We have area director Samriddhi here. She was here a while ago, I think. Yes, she's here.
Hi.
Hi. So Samriti is an area director. Shruti is an area director. Okay. Anyone else? Gurpreet is unfortunately not here. Shashwat must be busy with something. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have joined the meeting. Who else? Yeah, so far I don't see any other area. Krish, please let me know if I'm missing out somebody. You know I'm bad with names.
Can I make?
Yeah. Yes, Shalini.
Can I make a guess? Is it Tamagna Bhaumik?
Tamagna Bhaumik, right? As an area
Is
director.
he an area director?
Yes, yes.
He is? Wow.
So you're right. Okay. Division is someone who's handling multiple areas. Now let's do some maths. If one area has 3 clubs and each division has to have a minimum of 3 areas, how many clubs will be in a division minimum? I repeat, minimum requirement for an area, 3 clubs. Minimum areas needed in a division, 3. So minimum number of clubs in a division? You can write on the chat box.
9.
9. That's correct.
9.
9. Yes. Okay. We, someone who's looking after all those 9, 10, 12, 14, 15 clubs is called the division director. Okay. No points for guessing the division director because I've already introduced us. You have the division J director, Toastmaster Krish, and you have the division H director, yours truly, myself at the moment. So yes, no points for guessing that. Then we go up to the district director. Okay, someone who's handling multiple divisions, and at the district level also we have different roles, which I'm not going to confuse you with too much. So let's just look at that for now. And region has multiple districts. Okay, so just multiply and do the math. Now let me come to at the district level. Ideally, the way I look at it, okay, it's a very, you can call it very silly, but I like this way. The district director is like the president of a club. Okay, so the district director is like the president of the district. Then you have the program quality director, who's primarily like the vice president education, who looks into all the quality related matters of the district, the contests, okay, the educational achievements of the district, someone who looks into the pathways, someone who looks into training programs to be conducted. Club board director is like the vice president membership, which looks into number of new clubs that are added. How many clubs are we able to sustain? Okay, are we able to get more members into the existing club? Okay, then comes district administration manager. Okay, then we have the district public relations manager, district finance manager, who's again very close to the treasurer, who manages the finances of the entire district. We have the immediate past district director, division director, that is, we've just introduced, and area directors. Okay. Now, we've got Toastmasters at some Fortune 500 companies, okay, that you can see on the screen, and these are just to name a few. Okay. We have Toastmasters at Walt Disney. We've got them at Apple. We've got, of course, needless to say, we also have it at multinational companies like TCS, IBM, which are there in our divisions, right? So Toastmasters has been named as one of those biggest platforms in the world for self-improvement. Okay. Now, just give me a moment to go through the. Okay. How many of you know something called the World Championship of Public Speaking? Because I think it's a very exciting aspect of Toastmasters that keeps me here. Manu, can you tell us about it? A little bit, whatever.
I don't know much about it, but I just heard it at a Toastmasters meeting in our college. It is an international competition that gets held by Toastmasters where individuals go and make speeches and stuff, and there are prizes for winning it and stuff. That is what I believe is.
Okay, fair enough. Well, Toastmasters International organizes, just like you have a world championship for sometimes sports, for sometimes something else. Similarly, you have a world championship of public speaking, which is organized by Toastmasters International. Okay, whoever wins that championship is called the World Champion of Public Speaking 2022. Okay, and where does it start? It begins with international speech contest at your club. If you are a club winner, you move to the area championship. If you are an area winner, you move to the division championship. If you're a division winner, you move to the district championship. If you're a district winner, you move to the regional championship. And if you're a regional winner, you move to the world championship. And you win there and you become the world champion of public speaking. So the international speech contest that happens at your club or that will happen in your club and in the coming months is a fantastic gateway to global acknowledgement success. Okay, that's on my list as well. Maybe not right away, but it is there. I will get there sometime. You also have contests like evaluation, which go up to the district. They don't go up to the world level. So there you have club champion, area champion, division champion, district champion. Okay. Evaluation table topics contest. And these contests, participating in one contest and moving up to as high as the district level is almost like delivering 20 speeches or delivering 50 table topics or delivering 50 evaluations. For me, it was like that. Because you practice and you practice and you practice, and your club members, once you win at the club level, your club members are going to be practice. We need you to win at the area. So you're practicing and practicing and practicing. And then if you win at the area, they're going to be like, now we need to see you at the division. So there's so much of practice that goes in. There is so much of self-investment in time and effort that you improve by a huge margin. Okay, I have competed and contested at so many levels, and I've been a district finalist in all 3 contests. Okay, and I just can tell you from personal experience that it has added to my growth in a tremendous manner. Okay, so I will tell you more about the contests as and when we have time. Okay, but that is something that I think the PPT misses. So we're just gonna go with that for now. Let's come back to our presentation. At these organizations that we just spoke about, we learn how to conduct effective meetings. We practice time management. We enhance the listening skills, because imagine you're an evaluator of a speech. You really have to pay attention and listen to the entire speech to be able to evaluate. Okay, so your listening skills get really sharpened. Imagine you're the grammarian, the R counter at a meeting. You're going to have to pay 100% attention, right? And make sure that you are able to capture everything that a speaker has said to be able to give your report. Was there a grammatical error? Is the speaker able to really connect and speak fluently, or did they have filler words? Okay, sharpen the presentation skills. You work on boosting team collaboration and guiding successful teams. And finally, you work on taking and implementing feedback. Okay. Next part is it helps you learn professional skills like introducing yourself, speaking with purpose, being better at body language, facial expressions, voice modulation, interview preparation. If you're a college club, believe me, the more you deliver speeches, the more evaluations you get, the more you practice public speaking, the better you're going to be at your interviews. Online meeting management, moderating a panel discussion, project management. There are leadership roles which help you, like once you're an area director, division director, you're working with such a humongous team that you learn about conflict resolution, reaching a consensus, blog writing, podcast management, building a social media presence. Imagine you're the vice president public relations of a club. You will learn how to manage social media completely free of cost. You don't have to undergo a training program. You learn with experience. Okay, there are so many people who at Toastmasters have learned how to handle public relations and are today taking that up as a profession. They are today into the field of social media marketing or digital marketing. Managing a difficult audience, leading in a volunteer organization, and delivering keynote speeches. There's so much more to that. Okay. beyond the professional realm, we also have people who from Toastmasters have become stand-up comedians. Okay, they have become motivational speakers. They have become civil service officers, members of the parliament, students opting for higher studies. Even if you're above 60, you'll find multiple Toastmasters who are here, who I know of someone who joined Toastmasters at the age of 60. And they're such inspirations for all of us. Okay, so someone joins at 18. I think you're just fortunate enough. And there is a picture that I want to share with you. If you read this, this is by one of the members. I may be the only 64-year-old woman that is thinking about asking Santa for a trophy case and never won as much participation ribbon before this. And it's never too late to start living your life with no regrets. These are the trophies won by someone who's 64 years old. Okay. And imagine if you're lucky enough to be starting this journey at 18, 19, 20. Okay. How much can you really achieve? And there is so much more that's going to come your way. Okay. Let's go ahead and come to one of the most important slides. This is super, super important, okay? Do you have any questions for me?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why don't we read about this in the newspapers or any other social platform? Or you think I am not active enough on the social platforms to, get to know about this? Or I would like to put my clubs, presentations, or the speeches, or about its existence on a social platform so that more people know about it. And since it's a platform where people are non-judgmental about us, so it wouldn't hurt anybody who is nervous, who is not so confident. So it can help everybody.
I've been asked this question many times.
Yeah. So
why don't we hear about Toastmasters at national news? Okay, because Toastmasters is a non-profit organization. That's the first thing that we need to remember. It's not a multinational, it is an international community of people, but it's not doing any business. Okay, there's no monetary return involved in Toastmasters. On the contrary, you have to pay a membership fees. Absolutely. The non-monetary return is humongous.
Yeah,
the skills that I have learned here are probably helping me earn, I don't know, 500 times of what I might be paying. Okay, that's not currently what my income is, but I'm hoping at some time. Okay, Vishal, don't do the math. Yes, Vishal, don't do that. That's an exaggeration, but okay, I hope to reach there. Sorry, Shalini, you were saying something.
Yeah, I said that it's not the only reason why we can't put an ad in the newspaper. It's just for the people to be aware.
It does come out in newspapers from time to time, but you have to understand, like in a country like India, okay, there's a very elite section of the population that can afford to be a member, even financially. Okay, we can't have this open for people, because then even though it's a non-profit organization, the community needs funds to run, right? It is Toastmasters is in the news and has been in Forbes, and globally it's in news all the time. But in our country, because there are much larger issues to focus on, such as lack of education and lack of primary and basic life opportunities, that I think excellence in public speaking and leadership takes a back seat.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah, so that is one of the reasons. Okay, Krish has sent you a link. Okay, ads cost money, members money. So Krish is also telling me that we can't give out advertisements in newspapers because they cost us a lot of money, and we don't want to use the members' money for an advertisement. Okay.
No, but there is a section in the newspaper where we can just put forward like this particular event happened in my complex. That is not payable. It is, they are looking for news. Like we have a newspaper, The Telegraph, in which there is a section called the Salt Lake Telegraph, which comes every Friday.
Right.
So there, if we can, they write about the events that have taken place in around Newtown and Salt Lake. So if you put a small little news there,
right,
people would know about it.
Definitely, we would love for that to happen, and that I think has happened a few times in the past. Maybe not with the Telegraph, but with TOI. But yes, as and when we have members, we'd love for them to take this opportunity and help us get more exposure.
Yes, once people know about it, they would be the ones who are willing to join. They can definitely come and join. We are not talking about the people who are not getting education. We are not getting into that at all. We're talking about the people who are interested, but they don't know what to do.
But they don't know what this
so
is.
Maybe the newspaper could be a very good bridge for them.
Absolutely.
So that they get the information. If they want to cross the bridge, they can reach us and join. So many clubs are there.
Right. There are multiple
clubs are there
in a small geographical region as well. Okay.
And you also have the choice of different days. Yeah. I think you also have choice of different days in a week.
Absolutely, yes. You have multiple clubs running in on the same day. So I will get back. Shalini, you're a member of which club? I'm sorry, I missed that.
In the University.
Unicorn City, is it?
Uniworld City.
Uniworld, okay. Fair enough. I will ask the leaders of Uniworld to get in touch with you and see if you know someone who can help us get the events covered or something. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Any other questions, guys? We'll be here for just an hour, 1 to 2 minutes.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Okay, fair. All right. Let's end this with a very simple and small activity. Okay, and then we can close this meeting. On the chat box, write one thing that you learned today or one thing that you found exciting about today's orientation. Let's just do that. And then we're going to quickly bring the meeting to a close. You have 1 minute to do this. Exactly 1 minute. Your time starts now. On the chat box, write the one thing that you've learned or one thing that you're taking back with you and are going to implement in your lives. Anurag, you were saying something. I'm sorry I missed out.
Actually, I was asking about regarding the speech. I would like to know who decides the topic of the speeches.
That has to be decided by you. Nobody will decide it. For example, let's say the objective of the second speech that you might deliver in your pathway, level 1, speech 2. Deliver a speech on any topic and get feedback or areas of improvement. So, for example, I delivered a speech on something that was called extensive use of social media. Because I felt people are using it way too much. Okay, there's another person who spoke about something on the lines of men should learn how to cook. Okay. So it can be on any topic under the sun, and that's the beauty of Toastmasters. You don't have to talk about corporate leadership and corporate terms, etc., etc.
Okay, got the point. Thanks.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. I have a question.
Go ahead, Shatapi.
Ma'am, I would like to ask, how do you go about while structuring a speech in a table topic session?
In a table topic, initially the first 10 times, you just have to focus on coming on stage and doing it. That's it.
Right.
After that, you'll gradually learn to pick up keywords in a topic. Can you remember the entire topic? From 7 years of experience, my answer is no. Okay. Suppose my topic is the grass is always greener on the other side. I have two options. I either have a meaning of what that means in my head and speak about the underlying meaning of the topic, or I understand, okay, grass, greener, other side. I pick up 3 terms and I speak around them. Okay. So that's how you structure a table topic. I always feel that everyone's table topic structure is very unique. But the one thing that you must do, I feel, is definitely say what the topic means to you, because everyone's understanding and comprehension of the topic is different. And that is the beauty of a tabletop. So that's what people miss out, and I feel, why are they not doing it?
And also, is it mandatory to bring a personal story
No.
when it comes to tabletop?
People do it because it's easy. It's easier. So, I mean, what will you speak for 2 minutes? But if I can connect it with a personal story, it just becomes a lot easier to speak about it.
Thank you.
Welcome, dear. Any other questions, anyone? Okay, we have some fantastic answers in the chat box. I'd like everyone to read them. Be confident while speaking, organization structure of the leadership roles. Raghav says, Vishal said confidence, execution of proper body language, inculcate confidence. Who inspires you might be the one who you are in the future. Manu, that's a fantastic line. Anurag says, encouragement to do something new. I like that. Shalini says, hierarchy, and you made me comfortable to put forward your ideas. I'm happy to be the one to do that. Thank you, Shalini. The pleasure is all mine. To avoid fillers in a conversation, and feedback is important. Absolutely. If you have any feedbacks for me, you can always let me know. Okay. And you can tell me about it. With that, I would like to thank everybody for taking the time out to be here with us today evening. To take a picture, may I request some of you to please switch on your webcams so that we're getting a nice picture. Right. Malar, Udit, Raghav, if possible. We have taken a few, but just maybe with a few videos on. Our wonderful area directors, division director, and PR managers can also switch it on so that we have.
Ma'am, sorry, there is a problem, so I cannot open my camera.
It's okay.
Thank you.
All right. We'll wait for 10 seconds more. Thank you, Kamal. Okay. Now smile, everyone. Thank you. I'm hoping someone's taken it. Tamanna, have you taken the screenshot? Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Tamanna. Anyone who's willing to stay back and have a conversation can stay back. The others, thank you for being here with us. And I had such a great time with everyone. Okay, please fill in the feedback form. So bad at this.